Today, we're talking about the 5 worst financial mistakes that people make in their 30s. And if you're not careful, these mistakes could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars by the time you retire. I know that sounds really dramatic, but I've lived through some of these mistakes myself, and trust me, they sting. Mistake number 3 alone cost me over $45,000, and I don't want you to go through the same pain. So grab a notebook, because if you're in your 30s or even getting close, then this is the video you do not want to skip. Welcome back to Finance with Fuanyi, where we break the paycheck to paycheck cycle and build real wealth one practical step at a time. Today, I'm going to be walking you through the 5 worst financial mistakes that I see people in their 30s making. And the good news is simply this: every one of these mistakes is completely avoidable if you take the right steps right now. I'll also share some of the exact tools that I use with my clients, okay? So if you don't want to miss out, then you're going to learn what to do and how to do it. So let's jump in. Mistake number 1 is lifestyle inflation. Listen, this one sneaks up on you really quietly. You finally land that promotion, right? Maybe you're now making $70,000 instead of $50,000, right? And all of a sudden, you feel like you've earned the right to upgrade your life. Maybe a fancier car with a $600 monthly payment, or a bigger apartment that eats up half your paycheck, or eating out multiple times a week instead of cooking at home. Here's the hidden cost. Every single extra dollar that you inflate your lifestyle today is about $7 less in your retirement income. That $300 extra you're spending a month on takeout or on subscriptions, that's nearly $2,100 less every month that you could have had if compound interest was working on your side. Here's how you're going to fix it. Follow the 50% raise rule. If you get a $10,000 raise, only increase your lifestyle by no more than $5,000 per year. You can use tools like my Spending with Purpose tracker to see exactly where your money is going and whether your spending is actually improving your life or just keeping you stuck in the same cycle. When you see the numbers in black and white, it is going to be a lot easier to say no to lifestyle creep. Mistake number 2 is not investing early enough. Listen, this one is all about lost time. I hear this all the time. I'm going to start investing when I make more money. I'm going to wait until I pay off my debt. Or the classic, I'm going to start when life settles down. These are all horrible excuses. Because the truth is this: life is not going to stop lifing. It is never going to settle down. And every year you delay investing is going to cost you more than you realize. Let's do some math. If you start investing $300 a month at age 30, by the time you're 65, you'll have around $800,000. Wait until age 35 to start investing, you'll only have $530,000. And if you wait until age 40 to start investing, you'll only have $350,000. That 5-year delay from 30 to 35 is going to cost you a whopping $270,000. Here's how you're going to fix that. Open a Roth IRA or start contributing to your workplace 401k. Automate your contributions so that you never even have to see the money leave your bank account. You can also use the Financial Freedom Budget template to build investing into your monthly budget. It shows you how to balance bills, debt, and investments even if you're living on a monthly income. The key isn't waiting until you feel ready. The key is simply starting right now. Even if it's just $50 a month, just go ahead and start. Mistake number 3 is ignoring your emergency fund. Listen, this one is personal for me. Not having an emergency fund hurts. And here's what happened, okay? When we bought our house in Virginia during the pandemic, we quickly realized that all the windows in our house needed to be replaced. In the depth of winter, our house was freezing. And how much was it? $37,000 to replace the windows all around our house. And here is the problem. I didn't have an emergency fund ready. So what did I do? I put the money on a loan with 22% interest rate. And by the time it was all said and done, that $37,000 project ballooned into $45,000 plus. And that's only because we paid it off early. And that mistake set me back financially. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to have an emergency fund as a first step to your financial plan. Start small by saving $1,000 as your starter fund. And then build up to 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. This is exactly what I want you to do. And this is why I created the financial freedom budget template, so you can set aside money each month for emergencies without feeling like you're sacrificing everything else. It walks you step by step on how to balance savings, pay off debt, and even still have some fun money left over. Mistake number 4 is accumulating high interest debt. Credit cards are the sneakiest wealth destroyers out there right now, my friends. The average interest rate today is over 20%. And if you carry a $5,000 balance, for example, and only make minimum payments, you're going to end up paying over $13,000 in total. And it will take you 25 years to pay it off. Meanwhile, the stock market is averaging around 10% per year. So while your debt is growing at 20%, your investment could be growing at 10%. That is a 30% wealth gap every single year. Here's how you're going to fix it. Use the debt avalanche method and make minimum payments on everything else, and then throw every extra dollar at your high interest debt. Or if you need quick wins, then use the snowball method by paying off the smaller balances first to build momentum and encourage yourself to keep going. If you're not sure how to structure this, then get my financial freedom budget template. This way you can list your debt from smallest to greatest and then have a clear picture of how much you owe, so that you can easily figure out the smallest balance and start tackling that ASAP. Finally, mistake number 5, which is not investing in your financial education. Listen, most people spend more time researching what smartphones to buy than they do on what to do with your money. And this lack of knowledge is going to cost you in the form of missed opportunities, higher fees, and just flat out bad choices. I made this mistake myself, okay? For years, I paid a financial advisor 2% annually to manage my money. And on top of that, they put me in high fee mutual funds. That 2% fee plus the expenses to pay them, it cost me a lot of money over the 5 years I was with them. And how did I fix that? I learned about money myself. Do the same, okay? You don't have to become a Wall Street expert just to spend 30 minutes a week learning your stuff. Read a personal finance book. Watch educational videos like this one right here, or follow people like Dave Ramsey as well. Or if you want personalized guidance, then book a one-on-one coaching call with me. In that session, I'll walk you through building a plan that fits your exact situation and your income, so that you can avoid these mistakes for good. So let's recap the 5 worst financial mistakes that people make in their 30s. Number 1 is lifestyle inflation. Number 2 is waiting to invest. Number 3 is having no emergency fund. Number 4 is high interest debt. And number 5 is neglecting financial education. The truth is that every single one of these mistakes is 100% fixable and avoidable. But the longer you wait, the harder it is going to get to catch up. So my challenge for you is this. Which one of these mistakes are you going to fix first? Drop it in the comment section, because I want to hear from you. And if you want to take action right away, then download my Spending with Purpose tracker, which is completely free to you. It is going to help you see exactly where my money is going. Or if you want something a little bit more interactive for you, then you can also get my financial freedom budget template. It'll show you how to build a budget that actually works for you, even if you're living on a low income. And if you're serious about changing your money story, then book a coaching call with me, okay? We're going to put together a personalized roadmap so that you can stop making the mistake that holds most people back in their 30s. And if you found this video helpful, then don't forget to subscribe. Tap that notification bell and share this with someone in their 30s who needs to hear this. Because remember this, your 30s can either be the decade to fall behind or the decade you leap ahead financially. The choice is yours to make, my friend. And always remember that the best time to invest in yourself was yesterday. The second best time is now. You got this.